Ahoy, and welcome aboard Rogue Ship One. Sentences. They come out of the mouth occasionally. How is everybody? I hope that you're having a good start to your weekend or continuation of your weekend or, wherever you are in your weekend. I hope it's going well. I am here, woohoo, for more blueprints, some more puzzle solving, or puzzle encountering, or, whatever. I felt like since we're playing blueprints, playing the blues would be a good way to start the stream. Hi, Pretty Witchery. You don't see face? Hi, Elixir. The face is a lie? It should be there. Oh. Heckity wow. Ahoy! Welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't know. Hi. I hope that your weekend is going well. Reminder for anybody in the US, since I didn't remember until earlier today, clocks changed tonight. It sort of snuck up on me. Daylight saving time will be ending, and it will be time to gain back an hour. But yeah, so I felt like since we're playing blueprints, I would start with some blues playing in the background. Hopefully you all could hear the music. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know when my face is on the screen and when it isn't. So yeah, we're gonna blueprints it, and then Monday will be Arcade Spirits. I know Homicipher was not the kind of romance game that we were planning to play last Monday, but it was Halloween week, so it felt appropriate. I need to play more of that. It's just disturbing enough for me to want to play more. I'm curious and scared. I won't be playing it on stream though. Once was enough for that. And then Wednesday we should be back for Archival Adventures. I was out for a couple of days this week with a wonderful, wonderful migraine. So Archival Adventures did not happen, and the sci-fi story that was planned, I have shifted later. We will continue on schedule with the next installment of a Confederate Teens Journal. But for now, it is time to begin another day in the blueprints. I'm just gonna test it. Obsidian is here, and as you can see, it's blue now. Let's start day 7. I have my projector so that I hopefully have a visual cue if I forget to make my notes go away. The problem is that the visual cue didn't let me know that my face wasn't on screen. Anyway, what's everybody else doing this weekend? Let's see. I still don't have all the outside rooms, so I think I'll start there after I get my allowance. I have an allowance now. 2 coins. Mushroom season in Animal Crossing New Horizon, redecorating part of your island, cleaning up some of your too many flowers. Animal Crossing is releasing a new update. Internally screaming. Valid. Hi, Hannah. Yes, a new update in January. All right, which ones have we had of the outdoor rooms? I've had the hovel, I've had the trading post. I have not had the root cellar. The root cellar. So let's root cellar it. And let's learn about the root cellar. It is number 109. Because I did look up a list of the rooms so that I could get my numbering. But beyond that, I didn't actually read anything. I just got the numbers so that I knew how many numbers I needed. Root cellar. Are we not pasting? There. All right. 'Tis in my notes. An underground store of jarred vegetables and fruits from Mount Holly's gardens. It's always amazing what great things come from a little digging around in the dirt. Green room, dead end, outer room. Unusual. All right. You finished the Hobbit hole. Woo! Christmas diorama. Papier mache is the only craft you can probably afford. Well, that's fine. Although it'll make you'll be all gluey. But, I mean, you've been all gluey for a bit. Ooh, hello. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories name Marion Marigold was last seen by a Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found. Yet. You should people your questionable pumpkins, but not the Hobbit hole. Questionable pumpkins? Oh my. There's a couple dig spots in here, but I don't think I have a shovel. Unless there's one in here. That would be lovely if it gave me a shovel in addition to lots of dig spots. I don't trust this game though, so I don't know that it. Ooh. Let me just grab this for future reference. All right, we've got a family tree. All right, we have Baron Thomas Sinclair. Wait, I'm not going to start there. We've got the Sinclair side and the Epson side. The Sinclairs have the holly. Epson has spades and a swan. Mary Epson. And her father is Simon Sinclair and mother is Clara Epson. Clara's father is Lionel Epson, and and his mother, or her mother, is Lady Ashlyn. I'm confused. So Simon Sinclair, father is Herbert Sinclair. Is his mother Baroness Aravel? And I'm confused how Lord William Epson comes into this. Were they related fairly closely before they got married? I get that these are her parents. That makes sense. But I'm confused about Baroness and the Baroness and the Lord here. And then Baron Sinclair. Like, who's his mother? Something is off about this family tree. It shall take a little bit more investigation, I suspect. Disney mother syndrome? What does that mean? There is no shovel. There are a bazillion dig sites and no shovel. Mostly missing or dead. That is frustrating, to not have a shovel. Well, if we find a shovel, we'll have to come back here because there's a lot of dig spots. All right. I didn't find a shovel. Yeah, I don't have a shovel. I mean, I've had ones before, but not today. I haven't gotten one today. Yeah, it's each day you start fresh unless you got a benefit that adds things. So I now start each day with 2 gems, and I have an allowance of 2 gold if I remember to pick it up off the table. But until I unlocked those, I did not start the day with either of those. So in some ways, that's sort of like a roguelike mechanic, because you're repeating the days but you're gaining benefits over time. We hates it, precious. I don't know why I'm going to the gem cavern. I don't have a reason to go to the gem cavern. Congratulations, Pretty Witchery. You've been randomly selected as VIP for the stream. Enjoy your digital gemstone and ability to affect pun points. Yeah, there's no reason for me to be in here at the moment. This letter hasn't changed. It's something about a tunnel, but I don't have access to a tunnel at the moment. So right now I'm just spending extra steps that I needn't spend. That's okay. Wasn't there a doorway along here that yeah, to some sort of electrical substation or something, but I don't know how to get in. It looks like if I had a screwdriver, I could get in, but I don't have a screwdriver. And I don't know that there is one in the game. The bot thinks you're cute. Yes. I get distracted. Like, what is this little rectangle here? I don't know. It probably is nothing. Maybe it's supposed to be a window. All right, let's go inside. Hello, burbs. All right, I've got my allowance. Shall we start easterly? Utility closet, nook, or lavatory. I like having the utility closet, but it is a dead end. The nook would give me a key and a passage on. We'll go with the nook. I wonder if we'll find a cranny. Pine and pin, we already have. Hello, key. We already know it's a white rook. And there are many book in the nook. Storeroom, pantry, courtyard. Storeroom gives me 2 keys, a gem, and a money. Pantry gives me 4 money. Courtyard might give me a shovel. It gave me a sledgehammer. Of course, because there are extra dig spots. So, sledgehammer. Exactly what I need. Let me break the walls down. I should be able to break rocks with it or something, but nope. Fine. It's okay. Ooh, yeah. Do the laundry. And sweatshirts are surprisingly necessary today. All right, if I go further to the east, that might be good. Closet, parlor, den. I believe I've had all these rooms before. Actually, I don't think I've ever taken the closet. Oh, no, I have. Okay. But this is right up against the outer border, and getting 2 items would be good because one might be a shovel. I'm really hoping for a shovel. I got a gem. And a die. A single ivory die. +1 die. While drafting, you may use die to roll for new floor plans. Ah. And we have cart and car. I definitely already have that combination. Cool. Okay, well, onward this direction. Guest bedroom, hallway, or commissary? I believe the hallway might be the most beneficial option. Yes. Because of pathing. And in the hallway, we have bridge and bride. That I don't remember if we've ever had. Probably, but I shall double check. Double check. Bridge and bride, yes, we have. Okay. What is this note? Oh, doors in the west wing. but it's typed. Do I remember in my general notes whether it's typed or handwritten that is the good one? I don't remember, and I don't remember where I found out. Excellent. This is perfectly excellent. This is the problem with me having done all my notes as screenshots instead of I think typed ones were the ones that are not trustworthy. Oh, was it in the Hey Shadows? This is me trying to remember where information was. Blue memo's true, red memo's lie. But there was a caveat, and I'm trying to remember the caveat. Yes, I am confronting the real demon of questionable note taking. That means I have work to do after stream to transfer some of this into text form so that it's searchable. Parlor, billiard room, storeroom, drawing room, library. Ooh, I want to go to the library today if I can. In game. I'm not working today, so I don't want to go to the library today. Is it dining room? No. Observatory. No. Conference room. It's definitely the typed ones that are lies, right? I know that this information is somewhere in my notes. Typed red notes are lies. The question, but where did I get that info? That is frustration. Okay, we needed the magnifier. Yes, you can definitely tell me things that I should know because we've encountered them, and I'm just like, I remembered the info. I just didn't remember where I got it, and I didn't have it in a good note form where it was searchable because oops. All right, fine. Where are we? I think I want to go this way. Storeroom, utility closet, and passageway. Ooh. See, the passageway will let me advance toward the antechamber. The utility closet would be good. I'm out of gems now, but I also like, is this really just a passageway? There's nothing else in here in this game of puzzles? Do I believe that? Obviously, I don't fully believe that. But it's entirely possible that this is all it is, because, like I said, it's useful functionally. Ooh, corridor is always left unlocked. Yes. We'll just continue advancing forward. Sage and stage. Yes, we have those. Secret passage, spare room, and commissary. I don't have the gem requirement. Spare room it is. Again, another space that I feel like has to be more than what I'm seeing. Rumpus room, archives, guest bedroom. Well, only one of them lets me move further toward the antechamber at the moment. Rumpus room would, but I don't have the gems. Hello, archives room. I don't actually understand the function of no longer be able to see. Ah, okay. There's some can't see what I'm drafting happening in here. Ooh. A plane. Okay, so this could be. Oh, nope, I got it. Plane and planet. Which we had not previously had. Because it's a fourth letter T. Plane and planet. Oh, you all might not have seen the archives. I think this was from a Monday. Oh, I'm sorry. I first encountered this room on a Monday after we had to raid. So, Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. So that was August of 85. About 6 months later, Swinburne author Never Considered Herself Success by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one who actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Okay, 11 months later. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Black Water. RLCF, the Children of Black Water. I feel like that has relevance somewhere else. Was it the... There's a... One of the rooms had a list of strange book titles. I will find it. Ah, it's in the office. And it doesn't matter to the Blackwater thing doesn't apply. So, okay. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Reddington Herald, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marian Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function, was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under waved down a local. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated. Charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to. With grand treason. Oh dear. February 22, 1987. No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold. Mary Matthew Jones? Archives. Marion Marigold equals Mary Matthew Jones. Was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. September 2, Reddington Herald, priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Always curious about speedrunning games with a random element. I think it definitely would make it more difficult. Okay, so yeah, on here she's just listed as Mary Epson. But where did Jones come? I guess her husband's name is Jones. She's the daughter of Simon Sinclair. Got it. Okay. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the thief was politically motivated. All right, that's the end of the book. Okay, so there's some politics issues. Is there anything I'm missing in the archives that I can interact with? I don't see any keys or coins or gems. I can't use the ladder. Oh, I haven't looked. Is there a chess piece in here? I don't know what the chess pieces are about, but I'm still missing most of the black chess pieces. I do not see a chess piece in here anywhere. All right, let's see what we get. Bedroom, archive floor plan. The only one I can draft right now is the bedroom because I don't have any gems. All right, we've got. That's new. I've not had that combo before. Paint and pint. There's our wonderful Marion Marigold. Mary Matthew Jones. Greetings from Reddington. Bedroom is a white pawn, which I already knew. Okay. But it's down there. Parlor, guest bedroom, and something. Parlor it is. Okay. Come over here and grab the key. Flan and fan. We already have. All right. This is the blue box. Well, that's 100% true. The blue box is true. That's also 100% true. The blue box is empty. Well, that has to be false. All friend, all signals, destroy space-time. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I have gems now. That's good. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't have any keys. Okay. Into the archives. And we'll go east. Okay, we won't go east. We'll go west. Random. Gymnasium. Apparently, the basketball steals 2 steps from me. Squash probably would fit better. I know we've had this combo before. I don't know that I've ever solved it. Hi, Steven. How was the rest of Bibbidi Bibbidi? Coat and Coast. Yes, the printing is blue. What? Okay, so this is a tag. It has the number 10. There's a beach, a coast, a cliff. Yes, I discovered that the screenshots I've been taking aren't searchable, and I need to adapt that to make things searchable between streams. I am open to hints. If anybody has solved it and has a general hint that might point me in the right direction. This is honestly the hardest one I've had. um, well, I'm not going to sit here and stare at it all day. I'm just going to screen cap this one and toss it on. So that I can ponder it without having to discover it again. Just don't know what it is. Okay, so this, like, I see in this image, I see there's beach, there's coast, there's cliff, there's I don't know. I don't think it would be just the clouds. So I've got a cliff, beach, coast. Stuff like that. And this one, 10. Tag. It's coast. But then what is this? I'm wondering if it's just a word that because there's 10. It's a tag. But I don't know what other words would apply to this one. Oh my god, that one is definitely a challenge. Wow. Coast and no, it can't be coast and count. Because that doesn't result in a letter. It's not count. Ah, cost. As in, it's a price tag. Wow. That one, I think, has been that. Usually I'm getting these right away. That one was not easy. Hello, Dan. With the clocks that I'm sure are a puzzle and I have not figured out. Grain and rain, we already have. Why are you keeping time and not penduluming? Penduluming. Hi, Iron Trout. Um, I swear these have to be a puzzle. The like drawn on circle with the V-shaped arrow and the arrow. And I'm like, does that mean I should be in the drawing room at a certain time? But I don't know. Literally have no real clue. Sadly, the sledgehammer will not open this lock. Ooh, 1 minute until we are at add tact. We will be heading through this door after the ad tack is over. So I will see you soon. welcome back. Okay, I think hopefully it's not locked. Of course it's locked. We're in the West Wing. Okay, where to then? I'm sure this one's also locked. Mm-hmm. We're gonna lose on steps. This one was locked. The West Wing better walk and talk. Yeah. No, we're totally gonna lose on steps. Because everything is locked. Okay. Storeroom. Give me them keys. Although I don't know what it'll get me. Clock and lock. Already had. I will take the monies. I will take the gem. I will take the keys. Okay. I will lose more steps. This is the problem with making lots of halls to advance upward really quickly. Use the key. Guest bedroom, commissary. I'm gonna. Ooh. We'll guest bedroom it. I want them steps. Ooh, a gem. Crown and crow. Already had. Okay. I need to go down, right, if I'm going to get to the den. And then use the other key. Ooh, drawing room. The most frustrating room I have encountered. I like it. It has horse. RLCF. Does not seem like it would give me any hints here. It was worth a thought. It's going to be locked. Ooh. Security it is. Okay. A spare set of car keys? I have not seen those before. Apparently there's a pool and a vault and a ballroom or I don't know what happened there, but thank you for the follow, dear favorite. I don't know what happened with the alert sounds. There's an infinity I'm just looking around. I've looked at most of these before, but I'm taking a second look. Who knows what I'll see? Okay. Is there anything I need to do in the terminal right now? Mm-hmm. Security level low. Offline mode. Unlocked. At this point, I don't think it'll matter, but I got the network password really quickly. I saw the car in the garage and knew the password right away. Still not available. Other contraption dead end dig dirigiblocks. Entry estate exhaust floor plan gems. Special item is referring to an item that is unique and inventory bound as opposed to resource items. Gotcha. Okay. That's what I thought it would be, but tomorrow. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belonging to a special category of floor plans. Tomorrow rooms. Can't do the email from here. Okay, I don't really have anything else I need to do in here. I really wanted to go through this door. But I thought I turned that off. Key card system. Oh, it's operational. Apparently, I cannot shut off the keycard system from security. I can just make it so that if I cut the power, the keycard system will be off, which is frustrating because both doors are keycard doors. Oh, okay. I think I'm. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna get much more in this run. I don't have any keys, so going in there is not an option. And I just don't think I have enough steps to get to the passageway, which is the closest place that I can actually access a door. I mean, I'll get there, but I won't make it far beyond. That's the storeroom. So this is the only real option. Hello, utility closet. Tier and tie we already have. Okay. I have done this before. The question is, where are my notes? Okay, here that is. I need. No, that's not it. Office. No. Wait, it's in the general notes. I know that much. Okay. I know I have to turn them all white before one will turn purple, right? Do I remember how? The answer is no. Oh no, I have to turn them all purple before. Is that right? I'm good at this. Okay. Now, I need that one white, that one purple, this one red. This one needs to be green, blue, and off. Oh, but also keycard entry system off is right there. Uh, because, yeah, I don't remember. I actually, yeah, oh yeah, power. But, hmm? I can't interact with this? The sadness. Fine. I do not have enough steps. I'm never going to make it back. I could duck into the bedroom. I think I have enough steps to get to the bedroom. I don't get my plus 10. You have used all your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow. However, the house might be a little bit different. Okay. A charming cottage this time. We still have yet to reach that antechamber. All right. Save and continue. Well, I don't have all the outside rooms yet. So I'm going to continue my pattern of starting outside. After I pick up my allowance that I don't want to forget. All right, what are my options? Hovel, Trading Post, and Toolshed. I have drafted all of these before. There's the shovel I needed last time. What's the other item? Oh, what is this? Lockpick. I think we got that on my very first day, and I forgot it existed because I hadn't seen it since. Ooh, yay! Snack. Congratulations on finding one hidden away. All right. Chapel, where you lose money. Corridor is always unlocked. See, the corridor would be good to draft later. We'll go bedroom. Hi, Centaurus. Bridge and Bride, we already know. I still swear this has got to be indicating that there is some way to go down from this room. I have no idea. Beyond just a heavy suspicion. Ooh, secret passage or storeroom. Right now, I need supplies. Bath and bat. Already had that one. Whoever we're pretending to be so would have gone at this place with at least a screwdriver right now. Oh, I would have taken the sledgehammer once I found it and just knocked down some walls. Although I don't think it would have worked because this is a magical house where the rooms are in different places every day. Okay. That was actually not a bad start. All right. Ooh, parlor, spare room, or kitchen. Parlor would end up as a dead end because of where the storeroom is. Kitchen would end up as a dead end, so spare room it is. A carnivore did it, which is very similar to the parlor locked. Oh, like the lockbox game. There's a window? There's never been a window in the spare room before. Is that because of where I put the spare room? This is that rectangle that on the outside I was like, I wonder what that is. But what good does having the window do me? Because it doesn't. Huh. Okay, so the rooms can be different depending on where they are. I wonder. I wonder what happens if the spare room is on the top row. Because there's this outline here. Or if it's on the far side. I'm so curious now. I've had the garage once. I got the garage, I saw the license plate, and then the next time I reached a computer terminal, I knew the password. It was a complete guess, and it was right. So you're convinced ghosts did it? Ooh, the observatory coat check. Have I had the coat check before? I think I've seen it and not drafted it. I don't think I've ever drafted the coat check. It would make this into a dead end. I mean, the garage lets you go outside. I'm going to draft it just because I've never had it before. I've never actually drafted it before. Coat check. I do not know what number room this is. 38. Okay, it is a tomorrow room, a blueprint, dead end, standard, cloakroom where guests may leave their coats, bags, or hats in exchange for a claim ticket. This floor plan was usually drafted adjoining the entrance hall during larger social events such as a ball or gala. Oh. It could be bunnies. I wonder what'll happen if I draft the coat check by the entrance hall. I know I've had this one before. Oh, it's Stag and Tag, that's why. Select an item to check. I'm gonna check the no, because the coat check I have to draft it to get it back. That's frustrating. I'm not gonna check anything today. I know I could, which is something new I've learned, but right now I'm not ready to. You named your bunny Anya. That's hilarious. All right, let's go back to the entrance hall. And then let's grab 2 steps from the bedroom. Actually, that does me no good. Oh no, I gain 1 step by doing it. 1 step overall. All right, let's head west. Closet would end this run. Security. They're not keycard access doors this time. I guess at the higher level, they were keycard access. That's curious. All right. Keycard system. Set security level. 1 or 2 with a low, 5 to 6 with a high. The only frustrating thing for me in this game is that I'm only playing it on stream. I want to play it off stream too. I want to just keep playing it. That's the frustrating thing. I don't need to log in. Right? There's no reason for me to log in here right now. I still haven't figured out what the current date is. Like, did I enter on the 8th? I placed a special order. I think. I don't remember. Remote terminal access. There are no active terminals because I haven't drafted them. Email can only be done in the office. Data transfers are off. Glossary of terms. Okay. Yeah. I'm just checking to see if anything looks new. Pray and pry. Okay. I want this door. No, I want this door. Yes. Oh, fudge. I really want to draft the utility closet, but I also want the secret passage. Utility closet it is, because... Okay, stair and star. We already have had. Okay. Keycard entry system off. No idea. I'm just doing it to do it. One would think that at some point I would learn this pattern or write it down. One would potentially be wrong. I think I got it now. I'm just curious. Ah, okay. That's the one that needs to be white. Double checking. Yes. And then this needs to be red. This needs to be green. Blue. Off. There's got to be other combinations that do something. Also, why is there a big breaker here that I can't flip? Unless... that does nothing. I want... like, I can get back to it, but I can't do anything with it. That's frustrating. I wonder how I turn this into something that I can interact with. Anyway, power is off. However, I can still use the computer. Offline. And offline mode means they are unlocked. That's good. That's the first time I've managed to do that. Parlor or Nook? Parlor would get me gems. Nook gets me key. Oh, dessert and desert. Closet gets me 2 items. West Wing Hall, corridor. I cannot choose the closet. It would end this run. Yes, Nook, definitely. Tom, Nook. Okay. Oh, we get windows in the hallway. Lovely. Oh, these are plain and plan. I think I've had that, but I don't remember that image. Yeah, I have had that. I just didn't remember it. West Wing Hall, chapel, drawing room. At the moment, I think the hall is the most useful. Crow and Row. I've had that. Right. I've read that before. Okay, that would advance me to tier 4, which I think I will do. So that's the garage, 3 keys. I have reduced the number of key card access doors and shut them off, but keys would be nice. Although I don't have the keys to the car this time. I did last time, which I didn't even know those were available. Okay. Gas. There's a locked box that I cannot interact with. Vice. Christoph, this is the third time. I don't care how long you've been driving. Absences must be accounted for. Yes, Mrs. Babbage. Bleach. Card and car. We've had that combo. Ladder. I guess that's just a stored ladder. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. Door to the outside. Password on the license plate. Or at least hint to the password. I am loving this game. I'm absolutely loving it. There is a lot I have not figured out yet, but I'm only on day 8, so. But yeah, I'm frustrated because I'm only playing it on stream. And I only play it once a week. There's a ladder there. I don't want to go outside because I'll lose steps, but I wonder about that ladder. For now, though. Ooh, courtyard. Courtyard is the one that will let me move up. Yeah, I am loving it. What is? Oh, the metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Dig spot. You dug up an ordinary key. I rarely have the shovel and dig spots at the same time. Safe deposit box key. I've never seen a safe deposit box. Must be in one of the rooms I have not drafted. If I do the den, it lets me go up. We'll do that. And I gain a gem, which I need. I still don't know what these clocks mean. Coat and cot, I have. Although I don't know what they mean yet. Passageway, observatory. All right. Chapel. Metal detector pinged. So there's definitely coins or keys in here this time. And there's coins here. I did have the chapel ping for me. Like last time I had a metal detector, there was a key in here too. But not today. I have keys. Gems are what I'm lacking. All right. Parlor, commissary. closet. Parlor. Ooh, an apple. I will take those steps. Just look around, make sure there's nothing else. You are in the parlor. Well, that is 100% true. This box is empty. No idea. The blue box is true. The blue box is true. So this is false. Yes, I needed these. Okay. Ooh. I have never drafted it before. So the pool, it is. I wonder what number this is. It is number 29. 29. Pool. An indoor Orindian pool was one of the more modern additions to the estate, the inclusion of which provided a convenient excuse for building a handful of other rooms which not only complement an indoor pool, but are often compulsory inclusions. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's Plane and Planet. We had that already. Drafting pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Cool, nice. I like that. Okay. I cannot go in the water at the moment. I bet there's something down there if I can drain the water somehow. But right now, no idea how. Ooh. Oh, I don't get to pick this up as a tool. All right. Well, I have 1 security key card access and 1 not. But I have powered that off. Okay, so pantry will turn me west. Commissary will turn me west. Bunk room is a dead end. All right. Annual Maid's Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome day 20 and 21. We are not there yet. So far it is going pretty good. I just drafted the pool for the first time. Paint and Pint. Okay. I always check the trash cans and there's never anything in them. Boudoir, billiard room, observatory. No! They're all going to become dead ends, and I'll have to go back to the chapel to continue. That's sad. +1 star for each time. So we'll take the observatory and grab my 1 star. Time and tie, I'm sure we've had. Yep. All right. Oh, that's just the book. And take a look. All right. It's a 5-star day. Southern Cross rooms with 4 doors are more common. I like that. Especially because I was starting to run out of options. I don't remember what the planetarium does. I've only drafted it the once. Ooh, no, I can just go back to the pool. I don't have to go all the way back to the chapel. Oh, I should have tried the lockpick kit, but whatever. I don't have any gems. No. I've never seen the rotunda before. I would have loved to have drafted the rotunda. Archives it is. Oh, sadnesses. We have a tiger? Have I ever seen the tiger? Tear and tiger. Oh, yeah, I have. I've had that combo before. Some of these pictures I have no memory of having seen before, but I've seen them. I still have yet to actually figure out what all the letters mean. Okay, I want this direction. The gym, the kitchen, or unknown. We'll take the gym, lose my 2 steps. The car keys. Oh, now I have a decision to make. There's also more? Oh, a key. Here. Okay. I could continue through the keycard access door, or I could backtrack to the garage and try the car keys that I've never had before. Let me see what's here. Let me draft first. Walk-in closet giving 4 items requires a gem. The weight room, lose half your steps. I'll draft the weight room. Oh, just by drafting it, I lose the steps? I didn't know that. Or I might not have done it. Stage and stag we've had. Ooh. All right. I have 11 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't really have much in the way of replenishing steps. So 6, but I wouldn't be able to make it back. I think it's worth it. I want to know what the car keys do. Chart and cart? I had not previously had chart and cart. Gives me an H. I wonder how many letters this is going to end up being. Okay. Go in through the archives into the chapel. And then to the den. And then the garage. Wait, no. Oh, no, the courtyard. And it's fine. West Wing Hall. Garage. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. All right. We'll just toss an image of that into our garage note. Check the trunk. Upgrade disc. Shoot. Will I lose it? Probably. Because I don't think I can make it back to security. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. I have 4 steps, which means I'll hit 0 when I step into the room, which will end my day. But there's literally nothing I can do about that. Unless how many steps would it take me to get there by going outside? So there'd be the outside and then the West Woods. And then the courtyard, and then the entrance hall, and then security. It's 5 to get there by going outside. And I don't have any drafting opportunities. Yeah, I think I'm not going to get to use the upgrade disc. But now that I know it exists, I will remember that it exists. Oh, is it ad time? It is. We are about to have ads. I will start day 9 when we come back. See you shortly. Okay. Welcome back. The attack should be done. We got a rustic villa. With 2 new rooms. Okay. Day 9. No idea what to expect. I was doing really good on keys and gems. I just didn't have steps. Okay, I still have outdoor rooms that I have not yet encountered. So I'm going to continue my pattern of starting by going outside. In the hopes of getting one of those rooms. Okay, so yeah, the grounds is 1. The west path is 2. And yeah, it would have been 3. Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough steps. What do we got? I have never had the tomb. It is the last one. So, room number 112. Because there are definitely more than 45 rooms. This is the 112th possible blueprint. I don't know all of the blueprints yet, but I know based on the number of slots how many there should be. This Sinclair family crypt is as gloomy as it is immense. The true Sinclair legacy lies here, resting underneath the stones, a parade of distant relations and forgotten ancestors. Black print? What is a black print? Dead end, outer room, unusual. Black print? Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 gold in the tomb, which you would then have to return to the tomb to pick up that gold. I doubt it will stay until the next day. All right, let's look around. Maybe there will be a gas lever in here that will give me the 4th flame. I'm doubting it, but there are ever burning torches, apparently. Hello, room. Dig spot. Yeah, I want to go digging in a tomb. These must be dead books. I always wonder how there's ever burning torches. This is a door. Fire ghost. I feel like I need to light these candles to open this door, but I have 0 idea how to do that because I don't have a way of carrying fire. In a book series I read, the dungeon had minions who would sneak in ahead of the adventurers to light all the torches. And wait, no, but isn't that just goblin cleanup? The game? Also, yeah. Oh, that is the book series that starts with the novel NPCs. I've read it. It's good. This looks like another door. I wonder if these are just architectural features and not doors. Yes, spells, swords, and stealth. The tomb is very big. Oh. You are wearing a top hat. Which room was the... Oh, it was an outer room, wasn't it? The root cellar. That had the family tree. None of them in the photos are wearing top hats. The sadness continues. The statue reminds me of the chapel, but I don't know enough. Oh! Fudgesicle. I don't think I can get it from the... I know that there's information. I just didn't actually copy it down. It's the 8 Jaren angels, but I don't know what order. I don't remember the order. I could sort of get it from the... So that's the only picture I have from the chapel right now. And that red square, I can sort of see numbers. I'm going to try zooming in and see if I can tell what is what. I think the answer is no, and that I'll have to find the chapel and then come back, because I did not note down the order. But that's what I need here. I need the order. But now I know. I'm totally going to get lost in this place. I may already have. This is really cool, though. I like such a big space, the tomb. There's all these candles if I could just pick one up. Fresh flowers. Open only in the event of my death. That's an interesting stamp. I don't know what's up with my alerts today. But welcome in, Raiders. Hi to Lovely. Hi to Lovelies. I hope that your stream went well. Hi, Riker. Good to see you. But yeah, welcome everybody. If you're new here, I'm Rogan27. I do some streamings. I play some games. I really enjoy puzzle games like Blueprints, what we're playing today. I also share items from the archives at Virginia Tech on Wednesdays. And on Mondays, oh, it's not equipped on this screen. I have a list of games that people have requested, and I randomly select, and that's what we play. If anybody here is not following DeLevely, might I suggest that you do so, because DeLevely is a wonderful human being with a wonderful community, and you'll have a wonderful time. If you're new to this game, it's sort of a roguelike, but there's not fighting, it's puzzles. We are the nephew of a baron who died, and he gave us his house in his will, but only if we can locate room 46. The rooms change location every day, and you can randomly draft rooms as you go through, and there are puzzles to solve, and it's a lot of fun. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father, and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? I am taking screenshots of all of the information sources as I go. In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here, within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Robert S. Sinclair. All right. Yeah, I definitely need to get to the chapel. Because I failed to take note of something that I need down here. Let's just put that back. The chef. An altar stone. Okay. It's odd to have such a large space, and literally so far the only interactable has, well, okay, the only useful interactable is the letter. But I have to explore the entire space just to see, like, are there any coins? Gems? There's a dig spot. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the chapel. I wonder, I hate that. It takes over the screen from me for those stairs. I wonder what it's gonna unlock. All right. Into the house we go. Into the house. I'm gonna start east. Unlocked doors are the priority, although storeroom. I should really start west if I'm gonna draft dead ends. Although, this is a dead end. Shouldn't it have put 5 gold in the tomb? Pine and pin. There's the gem. And the 2 keys that all of those are useful. Another dig spot. I really need the shovel today, apparently. Okay. Oh, I did get my allowance. The nook, the nursery, or the spare room. The nook will take me west, but it'll give me a key. Nursery is a dead end. I'll take the key. Bridge and Bride, we already had. Yes, please. Security. I like getting security early, although that was part of the problem last time, wasn't it? It's okay. All right, let's. Keycard system. Security level. Low. Offline mode. Unlocked. That way, if I manage to shut off the power, the keycard doors will be usable without a keycard. West Wing Hall is probably my best bet here for pathing. Plane and plan. Chapel! Hello, nurse. Because Nurse Chapel. Okay. 1 is the broom. Number 1, room. No, that's 5. Brain. Hello, brain. Just call me Pinky for now. I don't know why I read that as 1. It's clearly 5. I just wasn't paying attention. Narf. Narf. I can't do it today. Sorry. Spock Royal. He wears blue. So is he the Blue Prince? 1 is the Ho. Two is the baker. So 1 is the farmer holding the hoe. 2 is the baker. I don't know what that paddle is called. 3 is a rancher, based on the hat, with a pitchfork. Because that's more of like a cowboy type hat. Okay, 4. 4 is next. 4. 4 is the chimney sweep. With their brush. 5 was the I don't know, maid with the broom. 6 is the jockey with the riding crop. 7 7 is the royal with the scepter. And that leaves who knows what for 8. Because I cannot see it. I assume 8 is the one behind there, but 8 is question marks. Okay. I think I go back to the tomb right now because the tomb is unusual. And I don't want to run out of steps. And I really want to see what it is going to unlock. Down the stairs. Okay. First off, we need the farmer holding the hoe. That is not you. You are. Oh, you're the jockey with the riding crop. All my dead ends giving me money. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? How did I miss this before? This little nook here. Whatever. You're number 7. Oh, that one's turned over. Maybe this really is a door. um, I mean, this one definitely looks like a door. All right. This is the farmer with the hoe. Number 1. Now we need the baker with the paddle. Whatever the paddle is called. I don't know the name of that particular implement. But here we go. Now the rancher with the pitchfork. Appeal. Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember the word. Yes, it's like the one for pizza. Now I need the chimney sweep with the brush. I'm assuming that's you. Because you're not the maid with the broom. That's this one. What's down here? Oh, that's the entryway. Okay. Jockey with the riding crop. And then the royal with the scepter. Door! Excellent. Doors are the BBEG. The ultimate big bad evil guy. Hello, slide? Catacombs? It doesn't have a... It doesn't have a thing. It's fine. I'm just gonna call this number 113. Catacombs. Who knows how many rooms there really are? There's some skullduggery going on here. I always just wander around and look at everything, even though I'm sure there is something very obvious in this room for me to actually look at. Like the gigantic arrow. I didn't see the giant arrow until just now. Oh, it's the Angel of Death for number 8. With a scythe. You mean the one that was right there? Uh-huh. Underground map? At least one piece of it. All right, I see an excavation tunnel, a reservoir. There are numbered things. 2, 3, 7. There's a whole freaking underground lake with a boat. I can't. Lovely. Actually, I think I needed to in order to progress. Hurt. I have note about cart. Note about cart is from the Gemstone Cavern. Lastly, the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity. One more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. There are 2 ways into the site from that side. Okay. Abandoned mine. I don't seem able to push it forward, but I can pull it back. But I think that's gonna cause me problems, isn't it? Because now I can't get beyond it. Could go up this path. There was more to see than has ever been seen. More to do than has ever been done? All right. What's in here? In the abandoned mine. Okay, fine. It's the abandoned yours. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Hello, gear room. I cannot do anything in this room right now. This house has a lot more to it than ding 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 ding. As day 9 continues, it could be our last. The stream is set to end in 15 minutes, but who knows? Pretty Witchery, what happened? All right, I assume I need to pull it back here for some reason. I can't get beyond it. All right, what's up this way? Yeah, I assume it was a cat. Many candles. This seems like some sort of secret ritual site. Upgrade disc. More of the map. This piece in the abandoned mine, of course. All right. Foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear, to north lever, buried floor plan. Right, 5 is the fountain entrance. This is basement. This. All right, basement is number 2, concealed entrance. Okay. 3 is the cliffside exit. I don't have the map piece that shows me where the minecart is. 7 is the torch chamber, which is where I am, which makes me feel like we're going to end up at the reservoir if we keep going the direction that I've been going. What is this all about? Just gonna grab that because it seems like a puzzle. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a puzzle. All right. That's the minecart, so continue this way. Reservoir. Are there dogs in here? I know. Low-hanging joke fruit, but... Uh-huh. I can't reach the boat without lowering the water? And there's a door on the other side. Okay. I need to lower water level to boat to other side. Okay, let's see what's up here. A flooded tunnel. That leads to the fountain. I think. All right. What do you want to bet the other entrance is through the pool room? I mean, it could be through the fountain if there is a fountain. I don't. Oh, the fountain on the grounds? I don't know. I suspect pool room. That minecart is slightly frustrating. Okay. Love the gigantic arrow. No other passages opened, did they? Given how the walls were and me suspecting secret passages, I'm like, there aren't more spots that opened up, are there? I don't think so. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna look. Fine. No more secrets. Doesn't this look like it should open? I swear, it definitely looks like it should open. Oh, that's the hall that we... All right. Open sesame? Bibbidi boppity boo? Given that Stephen was playing Bibbidi Bibbidi? All right. We're down to 24 steps, but it was worth it. I do need to go into security, though, so I can use the upgrade disc. Do I remember where I installed the security room? All right, through the nook. Upgrade disc. Wait, did I... I didn't think I had done it correctly. There we go. Floor plan upgrade program. Press enter. Scanning disk. Courtyard. Courtyard data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. All right, courtyard plus 2 gems, courtyard 5 dig spots, courtyard, courtyard, and courtyard. Oh, because it's a corridor. Courtyard is always left unlocked. I think I'm gonna do the courtyard. Is this the upgrade you want? Yes. This floor plan has been successfully upgraded. All right, so it is no longer the courtyard. It is now the courtyard. It's still in my green rooms folder, though. I love it. Because it's not a courtyard anymore. It's now a corridor courtyard. It has a whole new description. Courtyard, a charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies within the privacy of the manor walls. You can't quite put your finger on it, but this room now really reminds you of the corridor. I love it. All right. What should we do now? I suppose return to the chapel. And break on through to the other side or head east? East? Secret passage. I'm gonna draft the secret passage because I like the secret passage. Tear and tie. Secret passage is a black pawn. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. All right, we're going green because I have not actually drafted very many green rooms. What the hell? There are two here that I have never drafted before. I am going to draft the aquarium because how can I not draft the aquarium? It's rainbow color. This is the dawning of the blueprint of aquarium. Blueprint of aquarium. I love this. Aquarium, room number 44. Aquarium is every color room. Look at it. It's spectacular. It's literally every room. In addition to having a bouquet of colorful fish swimming within them, each tank in the aquarium is also inspired by the decor and colors of the various types of rooms found throughout the estate, including one or two red herrings. Type: red room, green room, hallway, bedroom, shop, black print, blueprint. I love it. Hang on, I'm snoozing ads so that we get a little extra time before I have to end. Just a little extra time, you know? All right. This will be the blueprints because we've got bedrooms. That's the archives, isn't it? It's a red room. Hello, Road and Rod. I've already had Road and Rod, but shovel. I wonder if there are special things in certain dig spots. That's the laundry room. That's a corridor. I think this is an outdoor room, although it could be a green room. Commissary corridor or utility closet. I still don't know what those do. All right. I'm going to run out of steps here pretty soon, but I'm okay with that. Because the stream's going to end soon. bedroom. Coin purse. Down. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a lot down. I don't have any gems. Hello, steps. I will take you. Hello, coins. I have a glut of coins this time around. I really could use a laundry room. Uncut gems. Mm-hmm. Oh, the planetarium. I really like the planetarium, but there's no reason. Oh, wait, I gain 2 stars if I call it a day in the planetarium. It's tempting, but I'm gonna draft the gymnasium. I'll lose some steps, but it's okay. What is pilot and plot? I've had that combo before. Gym shoes? A pair of running shoes occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate grounds. Interesting. That's new. Eastward. It's locked. Use a key. All right. Observatory corridor and parlor. Parlor gives me gems. Tiger and Tear. Okay. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. All right. So if this is true, then this is also true. The gems are in this box. Okay, so this if okay, so if the gems are not in the black box, then it's false. If they are, it's true. Not in this box. Not in the white. Okay, so this wait, but then which one is the false one? Okay, there has to be one true, one that's 100% true, one that is 100% false. So the gems have to be in the white box. Because then this is false, this is true, and this is also true. I got it wrong. So this was false, that was false, and this was true? It said not in the white box? No, but I thought. Okay, no, I get it. Oh well. Hey, I don't mind getting one wrong. Plane and planet. This is wrong. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. I need to get into the office safe, but that is not the safe code. Mm. I'm so close to the antechamber. Paint and pint. Two gems? No! I wish I could re-roll. I don't think I've had the mailroom before. Room number 39. A dedicated mailing room in which incoming and outgoing post and packages are sorted and then delivered within the estate to their intended recipients. All right. Dad, 1809 Alice Drive, Fen Aries, 63022, SKB 6789. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Fen Aries, 63080. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. So this is not going to tell me what day it is. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. I can't play it. It won't let me. I've tried. we've got a house. See, this clock doesn't have that on it. It has the circle, but it doesn't have the same. Okay, we've got a hose, house and hose. It was hard to tell that that was a hose. I've had house and hose. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Metal detector. Yeah. Blues. Utility room fuse box. Indicator set. More detailed instructions will be sent by email to the address client has provided. I already figured this out. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue next to a red to activate purple. 5 purple are needed to activate the 6th. Yeah, no, I already figured all that out. Just by trial and error. But thanks. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Is he the one that had the note in the hut or the hovel outside? These are mailboxes, not safety deposit boxes, so that key wouldn't work here. All right. It was worth drafting it since I've never had it before, but conference room is the closest possible additional. What is the metal detector? Coins. Hi there. I don't need the coins. I seem to find lots of coins. This time around, at least. Drawing room. Library. We're going library because we're almost out of steps and almost out of time. I think we're going to get hit by another ad break before I end. I can't delay it anymore, and it's going to start soon, so that's okay. Coupon book. The History of Orinda, 2nd edition. It's the book I requested from the library. The last time we were here. All right. Ooh, borrower. Robert, Mary, Detective Bon Margle, and then is that today's date? November 15, 1993? Can I get the current date? Because I need the current date. Can I get it by borrowing books from the library? I think so. All right. We're going to have 3 minutes of ads. We'll come back. I'll finish out this day, and then that'll be the end of it. But see you in a couple of minutes. Hello, welcome back. It's a really abrupt transition from the music to this, but hi, Adventures of Tony. It's good to see you. Okay, so we've got The History of Orinda, second edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. By Caleb Manning, Ruffington Red Publishing, 1979. Oh, do you have a preference of hat, Tony? This is going to have a lot of redaction. All right. Let's just go aquarium colored. Drum roll. Someday I will actually manage to do the things aquarium colored because the aquarium is all colors. And we unlocked it today. This is, of course, Marty McFly's hat from Back to the Future. All right, I'm doing the print screen things so that I can have this without needing to draft the room. All right, forward. Redacted, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Redacted is no longer redacted, known to the average citizen. Redacted of the elder generation. Redacted. Redacted, we must, redacted, permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon, redacted, our past. Redacted. Yeah, Apex Rocket Land. It's certainly sparse. So the way it reads, though, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. I suspect that that says almost the exact opposite of what the original text probably said. All right. 1. Agera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often noted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, redacted, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. All right, Oris is the first bold word. And I'm going to just make a note. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, the redacted, a new kingdom was born. Even the photo or even the picture has a redacted caption. 2. Second era. Taking pictures. All right. It was the fourth king, redacted, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift redacted. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Erasia. Redacted. A land steeped in tradition. Redacted. Third era. Sorry, I know the pauses, but this is the first time I've seen this book, so taking pictures. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by redacted commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Redacted. Okay, so we have the mountain, we have the hourglass, and somewhere I have the classroom. Oh, the V. The V shape for the other flag, or the middle country. Now I have lost the library. Okay. So that's the Third Era. Whoops. Fourth Era. As the kingdom, redacted, entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilets III was a redacted. Apparently, he was very redacted. Redacted king, who often was seen redacted drinking, redacted, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, redacted. All right, what's this note? Put a copy of that in here. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with the department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the History of Orinda could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Von Margle, Redguard. how do I don't get to read the other. Aha, there we go. I was like, oh, but I need to read this page too. Desilets was renowned as the king of Redacted. No one, when he made the decision to move Redacted, Vincastle, and Court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and Redacted were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his redacted common folk. These redacted voices planted the seed Redacted, which took root in Redacted grand city of Fen. 5. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desilets III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died, Redacted. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the redacted Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a redacted number of supporters due to the fact that Desilets IV shared redacted little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The Gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained in red. Morning Bay. I wonder. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it, the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. 6. Current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Redacted. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Redacted. Redacted. I'm just like, what was on the last page that needed redaction? All right, that's a very, very heavily edited narrative. I suppose there's no way to request another book today? I don't see an order form. I don't want to look at the records right now. They're just going to show that I messed something up. Security. Most paid for. Most drafted. Bedroom. Interesting. Can't seem to ever pass up the gym? Most time spent in drawing room. Contraptions I've made. Most avoided floor plans. Walk-in closet. Mock-in. Highest grade 1. Okay. Let's just go back down, finish out the day. All right, where should we go from here? Where do we go from here? Why is the path unclear? Hello? Foundation. I have never seen this before. It's room 1. I have never drafted the foundation before. Does not reset every day. I have no idea what that means. Although it says it's permanent. The foundation, the cornerstone of the house, unvarying and unchanging. The foundation is one of the only constants in the estate on which you can truly rely. This natural cavity was hollowed directly out of the mountain itself, with its stone and earth walls displaying an underlying coarseness that the rest of the mansion conceals. I don't understand what it means by permanent, but all right, we've got a door, a dig spot. You dug up a worthless old shoe, not worth picking up. It doesn't go into inventory. That's funny. There's a random shaft. Okay. There's a pillar. Hello. Gimme. Gimme. It's the elevator, but I don't know how to make it work. Okay. I want the other door. There's gotta be. Use key. Guest bedroom, dark room. I'm gonna go dark room. I flipped the power off. I was just curious what that would do. I mean, the power flickers out anyway. Someday I will enter this room and the power will be on. No clue. The dining room. I don't think I've ever had the dining room, have I? Dining room. In the last set with Oh, no, I have. I have had the dining room before. I did turn the power off. Dinner is served. Today's main course, stuffed wild quail. Local Mount Holly delicacy served atop a plum ajradu with roasted potatoes. I've not seen this word before. Bacon lardons and wild chives. Have dinner. Plus 20 steps. All right, is there a chess piece in here? Seems like the china cabinets might have one, but I don't see one. Pawn. A white pawn. Eventually, I'm going to run out of pawns. I already have 6. Arjado is bittersweet. Oh, shoot. I want to go the other direction. But that was great because it got me a bunch more steps. Oh, it's just a closet. I got an ivory die and a rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. All right. Well, let's go dining room and open that door. Den, coat check, or foyer. I don't have the gems to do the foyer. The den, coat check. I've never redrawn. Spare room, planetarium. You know, I've gone over quite a bit. I'm just going to draft the planetarium. We'll call it a day and gain some stars. I don't think there's anything else in here that I need. That's the star schedule. I already have that. Yeah, because I do need to be wrapping up. So we will call it a day on day 9. Is it even possible I can save and quit in the middle of a day? I did not know that, but I'm going to call it anyway just to get the extra stars. But I didn't know you could save and quit in the middle of a day. Well, we got a mid-sized villa, 23 rooms, reached rank 8, 54 steps, 8 items found, 4 new rooms. Technically, I could have gotten a couple more rooms. And if I had gone through the gymnasium, there's a chance I could have pushed, but it's fine. I just need to be wrapping up for the stream today. But thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I have had a blast. I love this game. I want more. Of course, thank you to my mods, Elixir and Hannah, for being here today. I'm gonna look and see who. Thank you to Delevely for the raid. Thank you, your favorite, for the follow. Thank you everybody for hanging out. My next stream will be Monday. I believe we're doing Arcade Spirits because it was on the randomizer and I have yet to do it, and it was chosen. So that'll be Monday. I'm looking to see who's on. Today, I think we're gonna raid David Blue. He's playing a brand new game that just came out, Arc Raiders. So we'll just pop in over there and say hi. And yeah, I do have a raid call if you want to use it. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors, and you can just copy pasta that and you know, serve it up when we get to the new channel. As I am just super silly and you know, use lots of, anyway, comes in subscriber and non-subscriber flavors, as I said. Thank you all very much for joining me. I hope I will see all of you again soon. And until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.